stories.
Hello.
Not just like as devs and working on Bungie side, but as players before that and the journey into that. I'm really also excited for the upcoming showcase.
Now.
So I'm gonna need you all to meet me, Matt, in the back. We're gonna do a blanket burrito and we're gonna hunker down with some popcorn. Okay? Let's go.
Deal. Let's go.
So ready. I'm excited.
Blanket burrito, yeah?
Yeah.
Blanket burrito.
Right.
Comfort. We're
Let's
both
do
comfort
it.
here at Bungie.
Hello, old friend.
What? They're like corrupted gold. No. Are they using supers?
That's what I want in Destiny. I want darkness.
What the hell?
I just got chills. This is everything I've ever wanted out of the story.
Facebook, or not Facebook, Twitch. Oh, okay. Hi, I'm Eric Freshley, the man who's too sexy for Facebook, apparently. Every time I try to promote my Twitch on there, I literally just posted a 10-second clip of me saying, I'm gonna be on Twitch today. Here's my Twitch channel, join. And it got banned for nudity and sexuality. And I got one from my Kirby stream 2 days ago, same thing. So I'm in Facebook jail right now. So I'm kind of, and that just happened, so I'm like pissed off about it now. And there's no appeal right now. I'll the way it says to appeal, it's just not there on my dashboard. But whatever, doesn't matter. Destiny 2 showcase. A lot of this shit leaked last night, but we're gonna ignore all that. And actually, I only saw some of it. I didn't even see it all. I gotta turn my air conditioner down. It's too hot.
Welcome, Guardians. So awesome to be here with you again.
Last time we got up here, we got a chance to show you Savathun, the Witch Queen, and her majestic...
I know I've never streamed Destiny, but I'm a huge Destiny fan.
It's been a wild year for Destiny.
You return to the original loot cave to reclaim the
I keep teasing to make a video about what I want to see Destiny change, and I'm just gonna do it last weekend in order to capitalize on Destiny hype and try to do it this weekend.
And now, you've been spending the past few weeks cleansing a derelict Leviathan from its twisted...
I've not played any of this season, though, which I feel bad about.
Last year has been the best year we've ever had in the Destiny community. I hope you can feel it as well. And seeing this kind of reaction from our community, it's both humbling and inspiring.
Because our team here at Bungie, we're not just developers, we're also guardians. We're trying to build what we'd love to play in Destiny, and that's what brought each one of us here. Brought us not only to Bungie, but also brought all of us to this final showdown between light and darkness.
So, without further ado, this is the beginning of the end. This is Lightfall.
So, it's a little weird they're doing this showcase now, because I imagine Lightfall won't be out till like the spring of next year, and this seems kind of early to be doing this. But hey, here we go. Hi, Underwater Spy. How's the volume of both the stream and of me? That's not Calus, is it? The video audio is a little quiet. Okay, I can bump that up. Tuned it up a little bit. This kind of cyberpunk look is not what I was expecting. There's kind of the one thing that I did see in the leaks was this new element in subclasses. And just like a picture, I don't really know like the information on it yet. Oh, that grappling. So does everybody get a grappling hook or just the hunter? I think everybody might. It's like a Buzz Lightyear font. And yeah,
I've seen that thing 100 times now, and every time I see it, I still kind of get goosebumps.
Instantly, I had chills.
Tell me about the subclass. That's the main thing for me.
Happening now. Things are finally coming to a head.
Thematically, we really have been honing in on that kind of bombastic, big set piece approach.
It's gonna be over-the-top action, adrenaline pumping, like the whole time.
This is really kicking off the conclusion to the Light and Dark saga, where we finally face down this foe that we've been anticipating facing for so long. It's pushing it to 11.
We've been hinting at this malicious force in the darkness that's been our enemy behind a lot of our conflicts. We revealed that enemy, we put a name on it and put a face on it, and that enemy is the Witness. And the Witness is coming with its newly empowered disciple, Calus.
Calus is really crash landing with a new and more powerful army than ever before. They've got new powers, they've got new armor, they've got tormentors to join their ranks that are going to be bigger and badder enemies than we've ever faced. Calus is taking that army that he's bringing with him to be the harbinger of the Witness's doom.
Wait, why is Calus on the enemies? I mean,
this is such a pivotal moment.
Never really been like
for
a friend,
Destiny.
but felt like we had kind of an uneasy alliance.
Have a last stand with Calus and the Witness.
Although
to
the
really
Calus season, I
avoid the
wasn't
next
playing a
collapse,
lot at the
something
time,
that
so
we've
maybe
been
I'm wrong
trying to
about that.
avoid ever since Destiny 1.
We see in the trailer that we're headed to Neptune, and on Neptune there's been this hidden city called Neomuna where an alternate version of humanity has been blooming since the collapse.
Neomuna is the capital city of Neptune. It's a giant metropolis that we were completely unaware
I've
existed
been
until
kind of
now.
just like
Interesting and exciting to
starting.
me about this
I played
place
Destiny
is
for a
that
long
it's
time without
pristine, it's new.
getting the
It's not
story
like a
one
lot of
bit,
the
and I
places that
feel
we've
like I'm
explored
just
previously
starting
in
to grasp
Destiny.
like
Exploring that
maybe
space
half
is
of it.
very, very
Maybe
cool.
it's like on the
There's
surface
so
level,
much
so
new stuff to discover in Neomuna.
a lot of
and
this
in
is still
Neptune.
confusing to me.
And also I saw some new characters there. I'm really excited to get to know Cloud Striders and their story.
You Cloud Striders?
Cloud
You
Striders
can't call
can
them
be
that.
compared to Guardians. They're both
It's too like
protectors
Cloud
of a
Strife.
civilization that's potentially under threat. But Guardians were chosen. It's their duty to protect humanity. Cloud Striders have chosen to protect their people.
There's like an awesome opportunity for the Guardians to learn from the Cloud Striders and their way of living and their philosophy of life.
So we've got the newness of that city, the newness of the Cloud Striders that we've never been aware of.
And then, of course, you get a glimpse of this green energy.
I'm jealous of the
I
Hunter
wonder
one.
what that is.
I play as Titan.
Strand is the new darkness power that we discover here. Something that's unique about Strand, unlike any of these other powers we've ever had before.
Okay.
When you play through Lightfall, you are discovering this power for the first time. No one in the universe ever in the history of Destiny
so
has used Strand before.
This is the Guardian discovering
like a
darkness
week
on
ago,
their
there was
own
some
and learning
text
how to
leaks.
shape it and manipulate
And it seems
and use it
mostly
against
right,
Calus
but there's a
and his
couple small
forces,
differences there. They
and,
said
you know, have fun in the new urban
they did say
environment of
Strand
Neomuna.
was the name
You are
bit, and
really
they did
gonna
say it
have
was
to
green.
prepare yourself for a wild
But
ride.
they said it was
We
also
just got a
not
glimpse
lightness
of
or
our
darkness. It was kind of
destination,
somewhere in
Neomuna,
between. That's not true. It's
our new
darkness.
foe, Calus,
And they
the
also
Shadow
said
Legion,
the
paired
Cloud
with the
Striders
Witness
taught it to
and
you,
a
which sounds
very
like that's not
glimpse
true
at
either.
Strand, but that's just barely scratching the surface of what this.
So that's
release has
interesting
to
because
offer.
probably
Right, like, what
those
we've
text
just seen in
leaks
that
that I'm
trailer
talking about
is
were
just the tip
true
of
at
the
one
iceberg,
time. They've probably
and we've got a
changed
whole
some
lot
stuff.
more we're
'Cause
excited to
that's
show
how
you
game
coming
development
up.
works a lot of times. I'm glad it's just darkness though. That just there should be
Last
3
year,
light
we
elements
wanted
and
to
3
return
darkness
to our
elements.
studio's
It's just
roots
simpler.
in creating some of the best shooter campaigns in the industry.
That's been our legacy since Halo, and we tried to push that front. and
He's
center
right
in
in
the
regards to the Witch Queen. The
It's
Witch
about
Queen
more
was the
than
best
just guns,
campaign they've ever done.
but creating an
It's one of the best
adventure
shooter
in a
campaigns I've
handcrafted
played like
world
since
full of
Titanfall 2.
surprises.
It's my
Then we have
kind
the
of
legendary
it and
campaign.
multiverses are like neck and
Because
neck for
great
my game of the year
combat
right now.
needs to challenge you, to test your thumb skill, your tactics.
Lisa
your
and I
gut
played
record.
this on
And we
Legendary.
heard loud and clear that you want more of that. In fact, 2 out of every 3 players that completed the Witch Queen campaign did it on Legendary.
That's
You
crazy.
tested yourself against
That's
the Witch
really
Queen
crazy.
and her Lucent Hive and rose to that challenge. And then
'Cause usually
you
people
let
just
us
play
know
normal.
It was one of the best shooter experiences that we've ever made.
It
So
was.
Lightfall, we want to push that even further.
I know it sounds
We
like he's
wanna
blowing
give you
smoke,
the
but he's right.
best Bungie action experience that we can create with the brand new Lightfall campaign.
Lightfall is going to
Lisa, we will
change
stream
the
Lightfall
way
on
that our
Legendary the
players
whole way.
move,
Stream it
fight,
all.
and explore everywhere in Destiny.
Neptune is this fantastic destination, the capital city of Neomuna.
We gotta
It's
get
a
you an
really
Xbox.
fun place to explore, and it's this bright neon metropolis. There's a harbor, office buildings, an arcade.
Yeah, I kind of expected this. It's funny.
City that we've made, and using Strand to traverse through it and explore it, it's going to be so exciting.
It's tough to listen and talk at the same time.
Whip out that grappling hook.
All right, so everyone has the grappling hook, not just hunters.
That you couldn't before.
Look at that up there. I wonder if I can grapple to there. I'm going to be a kid in a candy store.
Kind of reminds me of the.
It's not a city that is collapsed. It is a city that has lived through the collapse.
Marketing for Thor Ragnarok. It's when Thor Ragnarok was like first debuted, it was all fucking serious and dour, and it was like everyone's gonna die and it's the end of the world. And then obviously the movie came out and it was all neon and 80s and crazy, and it's kind of what this is like. I expected Lightfall to be a dark campaign. And nope.
Cabal roadblocks and patrols all throughout the city. The Shadow Legion, they provide that like characteristic Cabal brute strength. They're all about like volatility.
Is this Calus's army?
They've been enhanced now by pyramid technology. They have these suppression devices that can take away some of your super, take away some of your abilities, and then they fight alongside these terrifying new pyramid units called Tormentors.
As part of his discipleship to the Witness, Calus has been upgraded, and so the Tormentors that they've brought in are these impossibly huge, unstoppable behemoths. They wield scythes. They can attack from a distance. They can bring you in close.
They feel kind of like the Hive Lightbearers.
They are basically embodiments of terror.
When you played it on Legendary Witch Queen, the Hive Lightbearers were like a big deal. It seems like that's going to be kind of the big deal.
And then boom, there it is.
I want a scythe.
We've got all the new stuff going into the game. Strand, Tormentors, Shadow Legion, a cool new environment. These are all a great setting for a new Legendary campaign, and we're still making sure that we go through and
I hope the Shadow Legion feels different to fight than the Cabal.
To have that right challenging level of difficulty for players.
The Legendary campaign was a huge hit coming out of the Witch Queen. It was the first time we had done that sort of elected difficulty where you could really test your skill and test your power. And so we're going to bring that back for Lightfall.
Of course, you're still going to have that high reward tier, and we still want to make sure that you get that inside track towards being raid ready.
Everyone back at the studio is so hard at work on Lightfall, putting in the details and making this whole release come alive and continue to surprise and delight players. I am so excited to get this out.
It's a long time between now
anything
and then,
players have seen before in Destiny, and it's another step that sends you
I'm really surprised they're doing this.
Of the Light and Dark saga.
This early. Yes, tell us about the supers. That's neat. Huh.
Come on. Amazing.
I'm super excited to dive into Strand and talk about all the new stuff that we just saw.
Strand, like Stasis, is a power from the darkness. Unlike our light abilities, which are all about creation, darkness is more about consciousness.
Strand is psychic energy that forms this extra dimension, this sort of matrix that connects everything together, connects all living beings and all minds. And you, the Guardian, are sort of gaining the knowledge and gaining the power to peer into this alternate psychic universe.
I did expect more of like a poison class. I think a lot of people did.
These wires that are connecting all these living
Maybe it
beings.
still will be. Maybe they'll still be poisoned off.
When Guardians learn how to use Strand, it's almost like this third eye opens up. It's about peeling back the curtain of reality, taking those connections and then weaving them into new objects.
Yeah, and it's pretty cool to see them come together.
That is cool. Are you gonna be fucking scorpion people?
Tap into it. We can use it for
get over here and shit.
Whether it's through movement or through damage.
Strand has a grappling hook. Since you're seeing into this cosmic web, you are able to grapple at any point because the cosmic web exists everywhere.
At any point?
Even if there's not an object there, it will hook on to that web. And
oh, that's the fucking the Monster Hunter light, the grapple bugs. What the hell are they called?
Yep. The grappling hook initially started as part of the hunter's kit, right? They're all about
that's what I figured.
movement,
Now,
rapidly traversing space and being very agile. But as we were developing,
I got questions.
Like, oh man, this feels like it's too much fun to just keep.
Is it going to be required the grapple to, you know, to get it like this. That looks required there, right? So then my question is, if you don't use the Strand class, if you use Stasis class or Solar class, are you still going to be able to do the grapple hook? Because it looks required in that some of those sections.
Additional psychic dimension, like in their own way, right? So the Warlock, they're the telekinetic master of Strand. So they're going to be able to telepathically reach into the Strand dimension, pull matter out, and weave it into this big barrage of these Strand missiles. Wherever they land, these missiles are actually going to unravel, sort of reweave themselves into a new form.
With the Titan, you're able to weave these claws and do an area of damage around you.
I'm Wolverine?
Slashing.
I'm Wolverine! Alright.
The super I think I'm most excited for is the Hunter Rope Dart super.
And this is Lisa's class.
The Hunter does a flip and weaves these.
Oh, that looks fun.
Rope dart,
and that was the Scorpion.
They're kind of moving around.
Oh, that looks like a good time.
I saw that, even in its kind of like rough state, it just blew my mind.
He's gonna like that.
We've learned a lot from creating our other subclasses, and we've taken those learnings about combat, about movement, about build crafting. We've put that all into Strand, and I'm so excited to see where players take it once it's out there in the wild.
Since I didn't play this current season much, I have only messed around a little bit with Solar 2.0, and there's about to be Arc 2.0 or 3.0, excuse me, as well. So I got a lot of Destiny to play.
Destiny is a game that gets even better when you play with your friends. We want to create communities that are welcoming, inclusive, and that let you bring your old friends and make new ones. And since last year, over 5 million new Guardians have joined.
Well, then you need to put LFG actually into the game to make it easier for people to like raid and shit.
Play Destiny with you. And the things that you want to see us improve in Destiny are also exactly what's going to make it easier to convince your friends.
Is that what they're going to talk about right now?
It should be easier to create custom, incredible builds. Easier to find people to play with.
Yes.
Easier to swap from being that boss melting, storm chaser wielding, right into that ultimate yeehaw, dead man's tail shooting.
I've put more hours in Destiny than any other game on Xbox. I've mostly played Xbox. And I've never raided because it's just too hard to find a group and shit.
That makes Destiny so great. It's instead about allowing everyone to dive deeper with ease.
I feel like that's what they're going to talk about. If it is, I'm going to be very excited. If they talk about like LFG in the game, I think they might be.
The changes we're making to make Destiny easier to come into, changes to how you build your characters, changes to how you see what there is to do and what there is to accomplish.
Fingers crossed.
And in the year ahead, we're actually making it easier to form groups in Destiny so you can go and do some of the greatest content that Destiny has to offer.
All the teams are working together to build this experience, and so that's what's really exciting.
We keep on hearing from players like, hey, unless I have a friend to play with, I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
And so what we're trying to give them is like, hey, here's a path to follow. Guardian ranks are basically like a knowledge ladder. We actually progress you through 11 ranks, and it's really like heavily focusing on like exposing players to all the systems of Destiny.
At some point,
that's really cool.
The story about you as a Guardian involves other Guardians and what they think about you. That is just a whole new dimension of your journey through Destiny that we've never really explored before.
Talk about LFG,
when
please.
you show up in the tower and you see that person who's at one of the highest ranks, you're going to know that you're looking at a player who's actually really demonstrated mastery of many of the different activities in Destiny, not just from our perspective, but from the perspective of other players. Some of the higher Guardian ranks will actually be asking for you to step up, to actually rise to the occasion and prove to other Guardians that you are a strong player and a strong leader.
A lot of people have groups that they already play with, but this will really provide people the opportunity to be recognized for helping other people learn the game, but also provide more people to play with on a regular basis.
In the year of Lightfall, we're going to actually be investing in building looking for groups.
Yes!
Destiny itself. You'll be able to look.
Hell yes! Lisa, we're gonna raid. We're gonna raid for the first time, Lisa.
I'm so excited about being able to form groups in the next
Thank
coming year.
fucking God.
It can be really hard to get through some of the hard content solo.
It sure
so
can.
Easier to find people to play with is just going to make
That's one of the best
getting
things they
into
could have
Destiny
announced
and
today.
Doing the awesome content so much easier.
Truly.
Yeah, and They'll be able to say, this is a player who I can trust to lead me through the new raid. I want to join their group. Or they can say, these are players who are new to the activity.
You don't need to be scared now. We can get other people.
That first raid, because that'll be a great experience for them and a valuable experience for me as a leader.
It's really going to help players come together and understand each other better when they've never met before. It's going to make the game so much more social, and I think that it's going to really make Destiny players feel like they're on one team.
I feel good. Whoa,
So
oh, look at that!
is a feature that you'll experience towards the end of an activity. So you end
cool.
the activity now and you get to see the screen that has all the people you played with.
Doing
You
some
can
Overwatch
click
shit.
on one of the Guardians and choose what experience you had with them. So like, were they a good team player? Were they fun to play with?
There's
Were they a big asshole?
Show
Were
how
they
good
saying
the
racist
team
shit
is
in
as a
chat?
Teammate or as a leader, than to have other players say, this person's a great teammate, this person's a great leader. It's really a system that's designed to let players show appreciation for each other.
I'm an outstanding
Also, using
leader.
the
I
commendation
lead
system,
so hard.
people are going to be able to say like, hey, this person as a good leader, and looking at the
I'll
Guardian
lead
rank
your
system,
fucking ass
they have a lot of experience. It's going to be, oh, that's the person I want to help me get through this hard content that I've been struggling with.
Social games like Destiny give you an opportunity to like really connect with other people and do things together and get to know each other. And with a system like LFG, you're making it so that more people can get that experience.
This is great news.
Than ever before.
This is really great news.
Both the loadout screen and the mod manager.
Yes, I was.
New features.
The mod manager is meant to make
Both those things, the LFG and this mod shit, they were gonna be in that video I was talking about. I guess it's good I waited on it. Now I can make it.
Game, and we're bringing it to the Buildcraft game.
Now I can
There's one screen where you can go to and do your entire
leave that shit
loadout
off.
for your character. It's gonna be amazing.
So you'll be able
Well,
to
now it's
save
just gonna be the
build that you
controversial
put
shit, like
together
take
as a
PvP
loadout,
out of the game.
and then switch between those things.
But this,
as you're going
the
from
the mod especially. Loadouts are cool too for more advanced players.
with
I'm
the
probably not
new
going to use it, but
Destiny and the
or maybe I will for
commendation
different
system,
classes
I think
actually,
Guardian
or
Ranks
for different
giving players
elements.
even new
I can have a
aspirations. It isn't
stasis
gonna be just about
loadout
power
and a,
level, it won't just be about
you know,
gear.
void
It's also
loadout.
going
Dude,
to
that's
be
pretty
about
good.
that Guardian
Actually.
rank. It's going to be about those commendations. It's all the ways that we're bringing players
Because I use
together.
different exotic piece of armor with each one. So, ooh, that, yeah, okay. That's very
today,
good stuff.
We're also launching a brand new season of Destiny 2. And as we've evolved our seasons over the years, we've learned a lot. And I think we've been able to deliver some amazing character moments and events for the community.
We're long
Those are some
past
good.
the era of content drops. Instead,
there we
there
are.
are exciting story and events happening in
What's the
Destiny
word?
almost
Quality of
every
life.
week, year round, and we're not slowing
Improvements.
down.
Each season, we want to keep raising the bar for narrative experiences in any live game. We want to keep pushing to create unexpected adventures that'll make every season of Destiny unique. And we want to keep listening and learning from you, the Destiny community, so that we can create the strongest seasons of any live service.
Because the witness is coming. And if we want to survive, we need a crew. We need to enrich our defenses. If you're feeling surly, maybe even loot our enemies.
We may even need to find a captain to join
Oh
us
yeah,
on our
I
next
forgot. This is like a
adventure
pirate
in the
themed
season of plunder.
Getting some Sea of Thieves shit all of a sudden. Aramis is free. That's not good.
I've read about them. What is the human word?
Fuck you, Drifter. The first time you show up at this showcase and you just act like a fucking douche.
Go show those pirates what happens when they crush Spiderhead.
Spider's back? Spider? Oh man. I need to get back into Destiny. What the hell was that? Is that a fusion rifle? Yeah, it is. Whoa. So they talked a little bit about Arc 3.0 in the in an article they put up on Bungie, but they haven't shown. I mean, I guess this is why they're showing it now. That's the new super. That's the new the Hunter super that makes you fucking like Thor. That looks cool, actually.
Sorry, getting a little swept up in all this adventure.
Oosh. So Lisa gets that Thor spear, and I get like these crazy thrusters like Halo 5. Yeah, I gotta play Destiny.
What are you most excited about for Season of Plunder?
Pirates.
Is that Drifter's voice actor? Because that really sounded just like him.
Said, what if we just go to the stars and dig up buried treasure?
We are unearthing a lot of mysteries and secrets. We're swashbuckling onto enemy spaceships. And then we're also learning a lot of things about some of our favorite characters.
We're gonna have
that
an
was
adventure this season.
What's his face in the back there? The hacker.
Season of Plunder kicks off with Aramis being freed from her icy prison. She's collected old, fallen crews of pirates and rogue cabal together in order to hunt down mysterious relics and treasures.
It's time
She's a sword dancer. But she lost an arm,
Guardians
didn't she?
are tasked
No.
with stopping Aramis from collecting these relics.
Guess
And in
not.
order to do that,
No, that was
you have
the
to create
good
your
guy.
own crew of shady dealers and backroom brokers.
Drifter, Mithrax, Ido, and Spider are going to
Mithrax, that was the
be
other
helping
name I
you.
was trying to think of before.
Ready when you are, Captain.
That's the beginning
Oh,
of
boy.
Season of Plunder. What you're going to be doing
Drifter's
is
gotta be so
building a
douchey
pirate
this
crew of your
season.
own. You're going to fill it with different crew members that you can recruit over the course of the season. Drifter is going to toss you the keys to your personal catch. Then you're just going to set out into the stars and do cool pirate stuff.
I'm so excited.
It does seem fun.
This season, we have multiple brand new activities coming that will really give you a sense of being on a pirate adventure.
I hope
One
I
of the
can
mainstays
still-
of this season is a new 6-player offensive called Catch Crash.
When I saw the concept for the catch with the big mainsails,
Oh,
on,
that
I
looks
just said,
cool.
"Oh my god, this." Is
I
gonna
hope
be
I
fun
can
season."
still get the brace rifle from this season, this current season,
Just like seeing Catch Crash through the
to
different
be
iterations,
craftable.
like
Some of
sitting
the
on the deck of the
weapons
ship.
from 2 seasons ago I haven't got crafted versions of yet. And that was like my favorite season of weapons. It had fucking like 5 guns that I thought were fantastic. Current season I wasn't in love with most of the guns except the trace rifle. I want that.
The second big activity we have coming this season is called Expedition. You're going to be guiding a massive drill that's looking for this buried, hidden pirate treasure, and you're going to have to be fending off of all these pirate crews trying to protect their hoards. And then our final new activity coming this season is what we're calling pirate hideouts.
We have so many like different little maps
That's a
that you
lot
can
of
piece together
stuff.
fragments of this season, and they lead you to the lair of the pirate lord, right? Their hideout.
These are their caves where they're hoarding all of their amazing treasures and their mysterious relics.
These relics are mysterious objects of dark power, and they're all over the system. We don't know exactly what it is they do yet, but if Aramis is trying to collect them, it's nothing good.
Taking the opportunity to line the ARC 3.0 update with the Fallen, it just ended up working out perfectly because you got all the simple ARC weaponry and the ARC shielded captains. It feels right with that release, almost like we planned it.
Arc is a damage type that's about proximity, right? It's about going fast up into your enemy spaces and like deleting them. It's the damage type for people that want to hold W. You don't want to retreat.
Unbridled aggression to the max.
Hunter is really about close range action, being fluid and dynamic and agile, evasive. So we're going
Yeah, show me that new super again.
We call it Gathering Storm, where you
Lisa, this is the super I was talking about.
and then launch it out, and then it will embed into the ground or into like bosses or mini bosses or champions and jolt them. Like a big lightning strike will strike the staff and overcharge it. And while that staff is overcharged, it'll start Tesla coiling little lightning bolts out at nearby enemies.
Oh, that's cool.
Warlock is kind of this
That's
elemental
neat.
conduit. You are a class that will turn yourself into lightning. You will create things out of lightning. Previously, we had this exotic armor piece called Getaway Artist, where you consume your grenade and it'll make a what we call a sentient arc soul that fires faster and does more damage as a result. So we decided to roll that into base arc soul behavior. Anytime you are amplified, any arc soul you have from any source will become the supercharged version that will fire off just rapid fire bolts.
Oh shit. Jesus.
Titan's about being this unstoppable freight train. It's about this constant movement. So we gave Titans a new movement option. Something that we felt like is going to be competitive in
Thrusters.
this new environment.
I
of
forget
air
what they call them in
dodges
this
and
game,
air
but they're like
slams.
Halo 5
That's
thrusters.
a new ability called Thruster.
Yeah, they
it's
do call
all in
thrusters.
first person. It's all very much in the heat of the moment.
That was
You see
neat.
It happen. Its whole property is like rush down or get away. It's a movement tool to the max.
Yeah. Oh,
There's
fuck
gonna
yeah.
be this new
I'm gonna
melee
use it.
ability called Thunderclap, which is like an amazing thing where
Oh, I
he
forgot
like,
about
charges
this.
his
That's right.
fist of super
They did
flashy.
they
It's
did
our first ever charge melee, so you hold down the
talk
button,
about
and as
this
that
in the
cocks
text.
back
I want
and
to
charges
see it.
up, you'll end up doing more damage and getting a little bit more range.
Oh,
Speaking of, like,
red.
the whole goal of deleting things, I believe in PvP, a full charge is a one-shot kill.
It is. Oh yeah.
It's a little skillful to like pull off because you're gonna have to really read your opponent here.
Does he always look back
The
at his
whole
fist when he
through line
charges
arc
it?
is like it really isn't
Every
that
time?
complicated. It's move fast, hit hard, and stay alive.
What I'm most excited about in Season of Plunder is that this is really a season that has a sense of adventure. Yeah. You're exploring the system, you're looking for pirate treasure, pirate relics. You're seeing the world evolve in a way we haven't done before.
I love that with the activities in the season, like we just leaned really hard into the pirate fancies. I love that we have your own catch. I love that you're tracking down buried treasure and then going after the pirate leaders in their caves.
The interesting thing about Destiny is we're not just a fantasy game or a sci-fi game, we're kind of a blend of both. And we take inspiration when we say pirates, it's old world pirates that you would see traditionally back in the 17 and 1800s. We have like a flintlock pistol, we have an exotic fusion rifle that plays different than fusion rifles you've ever seen before.
Yeah, I thought the fusion rifle looked a little
leaning
different.
into that spirit of like the pirate adventure, and let's also make it so that new players coming in can actually jump in and get started. The gift of the Thunder Gods is a starter kit. It's a set of armor, it's a Thunderlord exotic weapon.
So jump in, join your friends, set sail.
I already have a
become captain,
Thunderlord.
and build your crew today. in
Needs a
Destiny.
catalyst. If the LFG features were in the game already, we could play this raid. But I don't feel like I can play raids right now. So, which campaign's gonna leave, though, in this? I guess it'll be Shadowkeep, which wasn't a very good campaign anyway. I beat that, but Lisa did not. Although, like I said, it wasn't a great campaign, so really, who cares that much? But, I don't know. That ring
Man,
is
it is
neat.
so awesome seeing King's Fall return to Destiny.
Yeah, actually, King's Fall was the first thing I got to work on at Bungie. And I'm thrilled that a whole new generation of Guardians will get to experience this refreshed and reloaded showdown with the Taken King.
So, we've shown you Lightfall. We've shown you the new damage type, Strand. We've shown you some of the deeper changes to the
forgot.
game that we're going to be making throughout the
They
next
still got
year.
the Fortnite
And we
skins.
have one more thing
Yeah,
that we
this
are excited
might
to announce
be
today.
this right here.
Destiny is coming to the Epic Game Store
Oh, right.
today.
Oh, but this will
Epic
be
has been
part
an
of it.
absolutely fabulous partner to work with. They love Destiny. And we are just huge fans of what they've been doing in the social game space. When we first started working with Epic, we sat down and talked about the impact that their games have had on us. And they had a bunch of the same stories for us.
They shared stories about playing the Vault of Glass and how much they enjoy the social experiences in Destiny. And I got to talk about the summer of Fortnite Chapter 1, Season 5, when my whole family was laser focused.
Here it is.
Taking turns in the island to unlock Drift.
In addition to launching all of Destiny 2 on the Epic Games Store today, for the next week, if you download the game on Epic, we will give you the 30th anniversary for free. If you haven't earned your Galahorn yet, or you haven't played the Grasp Dungeon, come to the Epic Games Store and you can jump in for free.
We want to welcome all these
Wait
new
a minute.
Guardians with a celebration. One that stretches a little further than the last city.
Okay. Oh, wait, hang on. Oh, okay. Oh, they're putting... I didn't know that. I knew they were putting the Fortnite armor into Destiny. I didn't know they were putting Destiny stuff into Fortnite. And in Fall Guys, too. That's funny. Huh. So, trying to remember. I bought the 30th anniversary pack. But, okay. Yeah.
A few years ago, we shared our plans for the Light and Darkness saga. This journey, years in the
So the problem with the Fortnite armor in Destiny is the coolest one is, I think, is that Fox mask for Warlock, and I don't play Warlock.
This story across 5 years of expansions since the first
Oh, well,
pyramid
what are you
ship
gonna do?
emerged in Shadowkeep and we first spoke to the darkness. Then, across Beyond Light, the Witch Queen, and coming up in Lightfall in the final shape, we're building towards a climactic collision between the powers of light and dark.
We've also been working on the Destiny engine behind the scenes, preparing our technology and our game to last for many, many years to come. Because Destiny 2 is not going anywhere, and neither are your expansions. We want this story, since we first communed with the darkness.
Are they not taking one away?
To be fully playable, start to finish. And we're happy to announce today that we are not planning to sunset any more expansions.
Wow.
We want the Destiny universe to grow, and we're going to continue to do everything.
Okay, not expansions, but seasons will have to be.
Within our game engine.
Right?
But enough about the distant future. Let's talk about today. The best day all year to jump into Destiny.
Yes, because if you're looking to catch up, right now, all expansions are free to play for this entire week on every platform for everyone.
Right now, Season of Plunder is live, and the Helms get a set of supercharged art gear for anyone looking to catch up on the fun.
Destiny is live on the Epic Game Store. You can download it for free, and you can get the 30th anniversary pack as your welcome gift.
And if you liked what you saw about the future, right now, pre-orders for Lightfall are live on all platforms, and anyone who purchases the annual pass gets the exotic auto rifle Quicksilver Storm today.
Today is a perfect day
Exotic
to
auto
play
rifle.
Destiny.
So we'll see you in game.
All right. So honestly, but that looks cool. The LFG is the most exciting thing to me. I'm very excited for that.
I've read about them. What is the human word?
But hey, Lisa, you're still here. I am gonna jump into multiverses for a while because the Gamescom opening night live doesn't start for another 2 hours. I'm gonna jump into multiverses. Morty should be live now. You want to play with me? Or just, I mean, or you can just hang around and watch. But if you want to play, that'd be great too. This is the same trailer, right? Yeah, we've already seen this trailer, but it is a cool trailer.
What they do then, that is who they are.
Okay, no, she's gonna watch. Okay, so Morty should be live in Multiverses. I'm gonna jump over to that. I'm gonna kill this stream, and I'll be back in a second. And we will play some Multiverses with Morty. That'll be fun.